It's time for the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Tuesday, August 30th goes to Lil Pump. Lil Pump is a rapper, and I'm not here to slander Lil Pump. I'm here to talk to the young man this morning because this donkey of the day isn't just an indictment of Lil Pump. He's just the latest in a long line of folks who, for some reason, like to downplay what other people are going through mentally. All right, if you haven't heard the good brother Russ, drop on the clues bombs for Russ. I respect that young man. To me, he represents everything that's right. I love what that man stands for, and he's announced that he's canceling his European tour to take a mental health break. Salute to Russ. Okay, because there was a time when the conversation around mental health was so stigmatized that people couldn't be open about their mental health issues. Like, we would have to make up all types of silly stuff, lying to get out of things because we couldn't just say, hey, man, mentally I'm not going to be able to do it. All right, whether it's anxiety, depression, grief, whatever it is that's, keeping you from showing up to be yourself, we were afraid to just say that. But now we've gotten to a beautiful point in our society where when folks feel mentally exhausted, they can just say they're mentally exhausted. And I, for one, respect it and appreciate it. So when folks like Russ announce they are pulling out of something for mental health reasons, as someone who deals with their own, anxiety and bouts of depression and grief, I overstand why he's pulling out of his European tour. So it really bothers me when folks like Lil Pump make statements like this.
You think you got mental health issues? I'm from Dade County, bitch. I was born with mental health issues. How about you fucking deal with it and stop being a fucking And you know damn well who I'm talking to, boy. Your ass just canceled the whole Europe tour, bitch. Stop canceling Hop on that plane and go do your shows, you
Lil Pump, that's corny as hell. Okay, number one, I'm sick of people using the P word as an insult. All right, how do you insult someone by calling them something that so many people enjoy? All right, not to mention there's nothing weak about a vagina, sir. In fact, they should make tires out of the same material as vagina walls. You would never need a new tire. Okay, they would be the most durable wheels on the planet. But I digress. What I'm really sick of is people trying to downplay what other humans are going through mentally. How do you know what Russ is feeling on the inside? Not to mention, Pump, I heard you say that you from Florida and you've been dealing with mental health issues your whole life. You know your Uncle Charla agrees with that because the craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. But I would love to know, Pump, how exactly are you dealing with those mental health issues? Huh? That you say you are dealing with? Because you're probably dealing with them the same way a lot of us used to, by suppressing them. Okay, by staying busy. Oh, you didn't know staying busy is a trauma response, huh? I know. You find relief in your work. You find relief in that studio. Well, guess what? Most symptoms of PTSD reflect someone who is capable of functioning in the world as long as they remain stimulated because you are afraid of what will happen when you stop moving. For Pump and anyone else who wants to downplay what people are going through in regards to their mental health, when you stop suppressing your emotions and numbing yourself with drugs and alcohol, staying busy, watch what happens to you. Okay, when you have a complete mental and emotional breakdown because you just been running, pushing, not stopping to deal with anything, watch what happens. I guarantee you it's just going to be a wham. You're going to hit that wall, and guess what? When you hit that wall, the only thing you're going to be able to do is lean on that wall and rest. Sometimes walls are there so we can lean on them and rest. That's why we hit them, okay? I just want all of us to be more compassionate when it comes to people who deal with mental health issues because it's hard enough trying to explain something that you don't fully understand. And if you are a person that doesn't fully understand it, just be quiet, okay? Because I guarantee, Lil Pump, at some point you are going to be dealing with something in your head that you don't quite understand. And it's not until we are lost that we begin to understand ourselves. And Pump, when you get lost, we will be here to help you find your way, okay, when you need it. But in the meantime, please understand, the best way to keep your peace of mind is to not disturb the peace of mind of others. Please give Lil Pump the biggest hee-haw. Please. All right. I just don't understand it. Why when somebody says they have to pull out of something because of mental health issues, somebody has to come out and say, has to come out and call BS on it?
Well,
why?
Let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. When people say mental health, do you agree? Do you believe them?
We do understand that, the conversation around mental health has been stigmatized, for so long, and I hear people say things like, oh, people are just, talking about this stuff so much now because it's trendy, or maybe because people have the confidence to speak about it now because so many people are talking about it.
No, I get it, but it is a line, right? And the reason I say it's a line because, when somebody commits a crime or somebody does something and they get caught, the first thing they say is it's mental health related. And sometimes I don't necessarily.
Well, it probably is, but that don't mean that they don't have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Right, but sometimes I and it's just me thinking. Sometimes I think it's bullcrap.
How we got to go to the extreme? Though? I ain't talking about that.
I'm
I'm talking about stuff like Russ.
But I'm just
you
talking
pulling
about,
out of things.
But I'm just telling you, it's an excuse that I feel that people use, and I feel like when people are really going through it, people don't believe it because I feel sometimes people use it as an excuse.
Well, when people are really going through it and they talk about it, people don't believe them either. So what the hell are you supposed to do when you're talking about a line? You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I talk about it, then you're just using it as an excuse to pull out of your tour. Or, you just don't want to fight. You know what I mean? But if I don't say anything and I just push through and I show up and I'm not my best self and I project all this negativity on the people, whose fault is it then?
See, this is gonna sound foul. But
well, shut up then.
No, I'm not. But if I don't want to go to work, what's the easiest excuse that nobody really can check?
What's the reason you're not going to work, though?
I have mental health issues.
But what if it's really that?
I don't have to explain what it is. I just got mental health issues.
Exactly, and you shouldn't. That's my point. You shouldn't have to, because some things are out of our realm of understanding. Like, it's hard enough to try to explain something that you don't even fully understand yourself. You just wake up some days and you're like, I don't want to show up. When you was in that damn, when they had to check your ass into the hospital and you was in there with the little robe on with your ass out and you escaped to go DJ in the club, wasn't you going through something mentally and emotionally?
What did you just say? My ass out. See, that's the first thing you said. You could have just said I was stuck in the thing with a robe on, but you said my ass out. That's what you said, my ass out.
Time out.
That's what you said, my ass out.
You escaped the hospital, bro. You had the hospital gown on. Was you not in the club with your ass out?
I was not in the club with my ass out. What part
did you not escape the hospital with your ass out?
No, my ass wasn't out.
How do we get the ass? We talking about brains here. Shut up. No, the moral of the story is I'm sick of y'all acting like people who dealing with mental health issues are lying. I'm tired of it.
I mean,
like, why do y'all do this?
Let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. I'm just saying, before the excuse, you go always say your kid. My kid is sick. You ain't got to go somewhere. Nobody gonna check on your kid.
Why would you lie on your kid?
Most people do that. A lot of people do that. Now, as you say, mental health, there's no question. You can't ask, well, what's mentally wrong with you? What are you thinking about? What are you going through? You just got to give me space.
That's none of your business. That's right. Give me my goddamn space. Back. Give me 60 feet.
800-585-1051. Let's discuss.
Or whatever it was with COVID.
Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.